Hey YouTube, in this video I'm going to be going over my updated Messiah Link Joker deck. So this was the other major deck that I revised slightly, mainly because I pulled Amnesty Messiahs so I could finally use them. So without further ado, we'll get right into it. So Messiah is an interesting Link Joker deck because it's the most different one in the sense that it focuses more on getting multiple attacks, kind of like Nova Grappler and Aquaforce, and even Gear Chronicles Time Leap build. At least the Messiah, it differs from your typical Link Joker deck or your Starvaders or even Deleters in that regard. So for Messiah, Alter Ego Messiah, he's your main Vanguard. You want this to be your Vanguard in order for the deck to function properly. Next, I am running 4 of the new Drill Monk of the Fierce Foot. He's pretty good because if you have to ride him, when you ride him, you guarantee that you're going to be able to search this guy because he can lock your starter, which is still Neon Messiah, for those wondering. So yeah, I like him. He also does combo pretty well with the Messiah Stride units. For grade 2s, I'm sticking with 3 Sunset Edge Duskblade. A lot of builds I've seen running Messiah don't run these, or they run like 2 of these max. I really like this card because I know playing against Royal Paladin and a lot of other decks, a lot of people hate this card. They hate seeing this card because this is one of the few cards that the Messiah deck you can use that allows them to offensively lock the opponent's stuff in their front row. Typically grade 2 or lower can get locked. So he can lock a front row, whereas a lot of Messiah stuff tends to lock back row and then unlock stuff. So this just helps you get an extra lock target if you need one. And it has very good utility. Like if you don't have your stride, you can use this to straight up lock something. Really good card. Next, 3 Arrestor Messiah. Arrestor Messiah is, I don't know how I feel about this card. Sometimes it works pretty decent. Other times it's kind of lousy, and I wish I wasn't even using it. But it's a pretty decent card. It swings 11k when it's placed on R with GB1. And then you can set up with this for Amnesty plays and that sort of thing. Next, 3 Awakening Messiah. Awakening Messiah is really good with your, not only with the Amnesty, like with the Stride Messiahs, but also just without even having to do that as long as you have GB1. And then the last grade 2 I am running is 2 Lady Battler of the Gravity Well. This card just helps you get your 3rd locked unit that you need. And it can start off the combos with Awakening Messiah. So the old school build that I was using was not using this, and it was typically running like 4 of her, 4 of Duskblade, and with 3 of this, and I still feel like that's a really consistent build, so I may take out Arrestor Messiah, but for now I'm just going to keep on going with this lineup. Let me know in the comments what you guys think for the Link Joker's grade 2 lineup. It's kind of, they have a lot of options I feel, at least for Messiahs. For grade 1s, 4 Cosmo Wreath, it's unflip perfect guard. There's no reason why you shouldn't run it. Next, 4 Destiny Dealer. I've become a big fan of running like the maximum copy of the Stride enablers for the decks that really are very Stride dependent, like this one for instance. And it is even better when you have the grade 2 or like the grade 3 that the Stride Fighter can search to help ensure that you get to use this. So 4 of that. And then being a Link Joker deck, it does have a lot of like tech cards as the grade 1 lineup. So 2 of the White Dwarf. She can help you boost big column and then unlock something so you can attack again. 2 Sacrifice Messiah. Originally I was running Chameleon. Chameleon, I took him out for this. Because Chameleon's not really needed in here now that I have all my Amnesty, well, the main Amnesty Stride units that I need to be able to unlock and do all kinds of weird shenanigans. So this is basically their unflip card, and it's a 10k boost, or it gives something 3k. And then 2, Lockbreaker Riddle Bitter. I really like this guy. I think this is underrated. Like, it's a trial deck card. This is essentially Mellum for Link Joker, for those wondering. I always liked this card when I first got it. I never got that promo grade 2 that does the same thing as this guy. Essentially what he does is, GB1, when he attacks, you can choose choose a locked card and unlock it. It's choose a locked card, so you can unlock an opponent's card or your card, and then he gains 4k, so he becomes an 11k. So it's just like Mellum in Gear Chronicle. It's a grade 1 that can swing for 11. So it's really, really useful, especially with either this guy or whatever. So that's basically my grade 1 lineup. For the 0 lineup, I'm running 4 Beloved Child of Superstring Theory, the draw trigger with a Margot clone effect, 4 of the Blink Messiah, 4 of any other critical trigger of the Link Joker. So I'm just running the generic trial deck one for them, and the trial deck heal. And the starter is Neon Messiah. So Neon Messiah just ensures that you have another chance, like I said earlier, if you have to ride this guy, and you stride, as long as you're able to, like, even when you ride this guy, it will lock Neon Messiah, and then stride at the end of your turn, you unlock, then he goes in and you search your grade 3, so you can fix your Vanguard circle if you need to. So that's the main deck. For the stride lineup, running 2 Genesis Dragon Transails Messiah. This card is really good at saving you if your opponent has a huge field and you pretty much have nothing. So you can stride, lock one thing, then lock all their stuff, and then unlock the thing that you locked. So it works pretty good with a lot of the guys that lock themselves, like Arrestor Messiah and stuff like that. Well, actually, it doesn't work with Arrestor Messiah, but it does work if you have a lot of stuff that you locked, like with Demon Maxwell or whatever. So it's an interesting, weird card that has some weird... It can help you in some weird situations. It's hard to explain how this card is useful, but it just, trust me, it is. Next, 2 Amnesty Messiah. Finally have this, so the deck becomes alive. Next, I only have 2 Flaglet Messiah, so I can't get the critical effect. Ideally, you do want to run like 3 to 4 copies of this. I think it's relatively affordable. I haven't really checked, but yeah, ideally you want 3 to 4 of this. Then I have my 2 on-hit generic first stride or whatever. 2 Big Crunch, 1 Maxim Seal, and 1 Blizzard. So these are your big, swing big. This one is for every locked unit. He gets 5k when he attacks, and then this one is for every face-up G unit. So just different scenarios where, like, if it's earlier in the match, this could potentially be better than Blizza, but then if it's later in the game, then Blizza's obviously going to be really good. Then 1 Destiny Guardian, 1 Demon, and 3 Demon Maxwell. So the deck does have room to run, like, the anti-grade 2 stride unit and some other stuff like that, so you may consider running that as well. But that's basically my Messiah build. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the Messiah deck in terms of competitive play. Like, how do you feel it stacks up to the other decks like Starvader, like Chaos and Infinite, for instance? Because I feel like those are pretty good right now. So anyway, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.